I am here with John Popper. You might know him, Blues Travelers. John, how are you?
I'm great. Life is good. It's good to be here in Detroit.
Now, you're in Detroit. Have you gotten to see anything?
Well, I got to sit in with Dave Matthews last night, and I'm going to go see the Stones tonight, so I'm seeing a lot of backstages.
So it's almost like the perfect weekend for you to be here.
Kinda, yeah, and I just came from Chicago in the last Dead show, and before that I was in Colorado doing Red Rocks. So yeah, I'm kind of it's just been basically one backstage after another.
Okay, so you get to do all this cool stuff, and you get to see these concerts that a lot of people would die to go see. What is your favorite?
It's an annoying job sometimes.
Kind of like mine. But,
Yeah.
what is your favorite show that you've gotten to see?
Oh my God. I think that Dead show was amazing. It really was. You know, seeing Trey sort of fill that role of having to be the lead guitarist and doing it as Trey was really kind of a cool thing.
Believe it or not, this morning I read only 3 people got arrested for smoking weed there.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, and they were all cops.
Okay, so you have a big show coming up tomorrow, DTE, HORDE Festival.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it. What can people expect to see?
Well, we started in '92 with Fish, Widespread Panic, Aquarium Rescue Unit, us, the Spin Doctors, and Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. And it was really just to it became sort of a jam band festival. And we always sort of thought the genre was kind of silly because they were just good bands that played live. We don't sound like each other. And we were doing that every year. I mean, we had Black Crowes on. We had Lenny Kravitz. All through the 90s, Dave Matthews was on that. And Sheryl Crow. And, I mean, just Allman Brothers, Neil Young, Primus. And by 98, with the Bare Naked Ladies, we had to go and do our own thing. Blues Traveler was sort of inundated trying to host this thing every year. And we're bringing it back here in Detroit because Pine Knob has really been one of our favorite venues to play on that tour. And now as all these festivals have stopped becoming tours and started becoming destinations, we think Detroit's a really cool place to try it.
Now, do you guys, like backstage, you guys kick it, share stories, maybe you have a beverage?
We kick it everywhere. We share stories wherever we are. And usually there's a beverage.
I'm looking at your hat.
Yeah.
Are those harmonica
Yes.
plates?
Killed and skinned them myself.
All from your shows that you've done? Or
Yeah, they're from past shows, absolutely.
do you carry your harmonica wherever you go?
Got one right here.
So
This is actually my new harmonica, the Fender. I'm making John Popper harmonicas.
now I was actually blown away that you had that in your hand. I didn't notice that.
I'm fast. That's the thing about a harmonica.
What songs can you do on that harmonica that people wouldn't expect?
Whip It.
Can we hear it for just a moment?
Not too late to whip it. So you weren't expecting that, were you? Huh?
Okay. So
Want me to actually play something?
yeah, play something. Okay, so that's amazing. When did you pick that up? Like, when were you like, I see that? When I was a kid, I used to mess around with
Really
one.
when I saw the Blues Brothers.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to be a comedian, and I just wasn't funny enough, and so I watched a lot of Saturday Night Live, and when I heard the Blues Brothers play, I was really blown away by that and wanted to do that. And someone said, he sounds a lot like Paul Butterfield, so I said to myself, who's Paul Butterfield? I went and got a whole bunch of his albums, and that led me to the old blues guys, and eventually once that led me to Jimi Hendrix, I knew I wanted to be a musician.
So that's all self-taught?
Oh, yeah. And then, the thing is to try and rip off Jimi Hendrix on the harmonica as much as you can. And then I discovered weed because I was a teenager, and it just kind of took off from there.
So that's great. What I want to know,
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody wants to know. You're a big musician. You do these shows everywhere. Are girls just throwing themselves at you?
Well, I'm engaged now, so officially no.
Well, so they might, like, do you still get spotted out if you're sitting at a restaurant, people come up to you like,
Yeah.
oh my freaking God.
Sure. And by and large, I'm pretty lucky in that people are generally nice. The worst is the back slappers, when you're eating dinner, someone goes, whap, I really love you guys, because your first instinct is to deck whoever just slapped you in the back, but they're usually saying something nice.
So that's a good thing, because there's two people here that work in this office that slap backs, and it drives me nuts. How do you stop them? Should I just slug them, you think?
Well, when I was in high school, there were a lot of bullies and stuff, and what I would do is I'd put a thumbtack like on the inside of my shoulder like that. And they're always arm punchers. So, I mean, you could do that, but see, then you miss out on all the caresses. If a pretty girl, oh, that's a really nice jacket, ow, then you never get that anymore.
Here the problem is it's only guys that slap my back. I don't care if they get poked.
Yeah, actually, girls slapping your back is never really a problem.
Yeah, true.
Some places you pay extra for that.
So the HORDE Festival is tomorrow night, which is Thursday.
Yes.
DTE. It's Blues Traveler, 311.
Big Head Todd and the Monsters and the Vert Pipe. And a bunch of local bands from Detroit as well on the second stage. And we got DJ Logic doing a workshop stage, which is something unique to HORDE. We'd have all the bands come, different players, and on some of the sets, they would come and just jam together and make stuff up.
Wow, do you guys record that then?
I hope so. I hope somebody's recording it.
And tickets are still available, correct?
Yes, they are.
Beautiful. All right, you can see John Popper tomorrow night, DTE. He's going to rock out with that harmonica.
Hell yes.